Day 11 of solving math problems in C until NVIDIA hires me. So we're told that the sequence of triangle numbers is generated by adding the natural numbers. So the seventh triangle number would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7, which is equal to 28. The first 10 triangle numbers would be 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 36, 45, 55, etc. And when listing the factors for the first 7 triangle numbers, we see that 28 is the first triangle number to have over 5 divisors. And we have to find the first triangle number to have over 500 divisors. So solving this problem is actually pretty simple. Let's take 24 as an example. If we want to count the number of divisors 24 has, we can loop through numbers 1 up to 24 and check if 24 divides by those numbers evenly. So we start at 1. 24 divides by 1 evenly, so we'll increase our divisor count by 1. 24 divides by 2 evenly, so we'll increase our count by 2. And if we go down the loop, 24 divides by 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and itself evenly. So at the end, our count will be 7. However, there is a faster way of doing this. Rather than checking every number up to 24, we can just check up to the square root of 24, which in this case just rounds down to 4. And notice that if some number I is a divisor of 24, then 24 divided by I is also going to be a divisor of 24. Let's take 2 for example. 2 is a divisor of 24, which means 24 divided by 2, which is equal to 12, is also going to be a divisor for 24. So to walk through it, we check if 24 divides by 1 evenly, which it does, and 24 divided by 1 is equal to 24. So 1 and 24 are divisors. Next, we check if 24 divides by 2 evenly, which it does, and 24 divided by 2 is equal to 12. So 2 and 12 are divisors. And if we do the same for 3, we'll find that 3 and 8 are divisors, and we'll find that 4 and 6 are divisors. And we don't have to check past 4 since 4 is the floor of the square root of 24. Now let's get to coding this. We'll start with a function called div count that will take a triangle number n. Next, we'll need a variable called count to store the divisor count. Now we need a loop up to the square root of n using for long I is equal to 1, I times I is smaller than n, I plus plus. Then we'll check if n divides by I evenly, and we do this using the modulo operator. And if you don't know what the modulo operator is, please ChatGPT it. Then we'll increase our count by 1 if I is the square root of n, otherwise we'll increase it by 2. Because remember, if n divides by I evenly, then I and n divided by I are divisors. But if I is the square root of n, then I and n divided by I are the same number. So we only have to count it once. Now we can just return our count. Now in our main method, we're gonna have a variable called try_num and set it equal to 1. And this will store our triangle numbers. Now all we need is a for loop with for long I is equal to 2, div count of try_num is smaller than or equal to 500, and I plus plus. And in our for loop, we're just gonna increase our try_num by I. Now all we have to do is print out our answer, and let's not forget our standard IO library. Now let's compile our file and let's run our file. And our answer is 76,576,500. Let's check if it's correct. And it looks like our answer was correct. See you guys in day 12.